Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to the program. We are hanging out with our good friend Sheree Clark from Fork in the Road. And Sheree, ready? Good luck. You can see it from here.
I can totally see it from here.
You can see it from here.
He's coming.
We're talking about Christmas, less than 2 weeks away now.
Yeah.
And of course, everybody does have those people that are on their list that are trying to live a little bit healthier lifestyle. Maybe you're trying to live a little healthier lifestyle too. And there are some certain things that you might be able to sneak under their tree that would really make them happy.
Support that.
Exactly.
Yes, and support is the operative word. Because at the end of the day, the kindest gift is one that shows that you know the person and that you want to support them in their efforts. So all of the things that I brought for us today are to help people support in their efforts to be healthier and to do new things.
Right, like so somebody is trying to lose some weight. You don't want to give them a gigantic chocolate bar. That's probably not the smartest thing in the world.
No, it might be appreciated, but it's probably not the kindest.
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. So what do we have here? Now these are some things that Sheree is going to be sticking under the tree for some of her friends, and I'm guessing would like to see pop under her tree too. Just saying.
Absolutely. So let's just start with something like books are a fun and easy thing to buy for people, especially if you know what they're interested in.
Right.
So one of the things that I like, if someone's interested, for example, in yoga, this would be an example of a yoga book, and there are all kinds of ones out there, or any kind of a health benefit type of a book. If you know that they're interested in that type of a topic, a book in that area would be good. One of the things that I really like to do is bundle gifts.
Okay.
So you give gifts that are related. So somebody, let's say somebody my age that's interested in yoga or starting yoga, well, one of the issues that I have in my life is the type has gotten smaller as I've gotten older.
Isn't that amazing how that happens? Yeah.
Yes. So I think it would be a nice option to also give someone a new pair of reader glasses.
Those are readers?
These are readers. Aren't they adorable?
Those are pretty cool.
I like them, and they come in a nice little case, and they work.
Okay.
So find out what strength a person uses.
Magoo, you've done it. But
not that bad.
No, these are really, again, they're not the typical, flat on top and circular at the bottom readers that everybody wears and think you're, working on the book somewhere. So this is really a good idea.
They don't scream reader, and it's a kind way of saying, hey, I'm trying to support you. I know you like to read. I know you don't want to wear readers because we look old when we do that.
Right.
So something like that would be a nice kind
and
gift.
a nice combo with a book like this. Now, I want to go back to the book here real quick.
Yeah.
You have a hardcover book here. Do you suggest more of a hardcover or softcover?
I like hardcover. To me, it says it's more giftish.
Okay.
If softcover is what the book is available in, I don't like Kindle for a gift.
Sure.
Because you need to have something to hand to somebody they can pull the paper and the bow off
and stick on the coffee table.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yep, you got it.
Perfect.
Yep.
This is really neat. Nice case that goes along with this. Now, where do you find readers like this?
In the local area, I got that brand. They carry it at 2AU in Valley Junction.
Okay.
And I love them.
So if you're going to Jingle on the Junction a little later on tonight,
exactly.
Take advantage of this.
That would be a perfect thing to get to do.
Okay, perfect. There you go. So that's a nice combination here, 1-2 combo. I'm going to put these out front here so you can have a reminder, okay?
So another combo, we all have people that are in our lives that drink wine.
Yep.
And one of the things about the concern about wine, in addition to watching the quantity, is the toxins in it. There might be sulfites or the things that irritate people, irritate the constitution. So this is a really cool distiller for wine.
It's a distiller?
It's a
filter?
Filter, thank you. That's the word. So it looks like this.
Yeah, okay, you show the top here real quick, okay. Now I want you to spin it all the way around and look at the bottom, because the bottom, there you go, that is really cool because it actually circulates around.
Exactly, and then to use it, you put it right here in the glass, and what you do is you pour your wine through there. It goes through the filter very quickly. It's not slow, so you're not held up from drinking your wine.
All right.
And you put it in the glass. And I brought that glass because we were talking earlier today about the brass armadillo and antiques and those kinds of things. And if you were to package that or bundle it and give it with a vintage glass, or a set of glasses, it would be a great little gift.
Yeah, because this looks like an etched glass, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah, it is.
That's from about the 1930s.
Really?
Yeah, so it's a wine glass from the 30s.
So you have something old, something new.
Exactly, yeah. For people who don't drink alcohol, we've talked about this before. Back here, and I'll put this up front so you can see it, we've talked about that there are non-alcoholic distilled spirits now available.
Really?
Yes.
Now what would be to be honest with you, what would be the purpose of a distilled spirit like that has no alcohol?
Because it's got the kind of a savory, grounded taste like alcohol. We've acquired a taste for alcohol. For the flavor. But it's NA, and that way the person who's participating in the party doesn't feel a little bit so taken out of the, the
I hadn't
limelight's
heard
on
this
you.
before.
Yeah, so I really like that. It's a really nice flavor. There's 2 different flavors of it. There's also non-alcoholic wines. So remember our non-drinkers when we're doing those kinds of things, and maybe even have that on hand for when your guests come over.
Okay, let's go back to 2 things here, since they're kind of related here. The filter here, where would you find this?
That you can get online. They also have it at Best Buy.
Okay, and then the
This
spirits.
is primarily online, although I have asked some of the local the liquor stores.
And if you ask them, they'll probably seek it out for you.
They do, exactly. Yeah. So that's the important thing. That's a great point. Ask if you don't see something.
Okay, perfect. All right, so moving along.
Yes, so we've got a lot of coffee and tea drinkers.
Yes, we
caffeine's a big part of our society. And most of us are trying to avoid styrofoam and getting the to-go things. There's the metal containers are, they've been around forever.
The big rage, yep.
I am in love with this cup because it fits in the cup holder in your car.
This one here?
And it's ceramic, and it has a top to it so that your coffee doesn't spill out.
There you go.
And you can flip the top so that you can drink out of it and flip it back closed. I don't like drinking out of metal containers. It bothers me.
Okay.
But I love drinking out of ceramic, and that's nice and tall, sits down, and it comes in a gorgeous gift box.
That is gorgeous.
Not expensive, and you can get them at local gift stores typically.
Perfect. All right, and again, the handle is up high enough. You mentioned they fit in the cup holder. That's the key, because a lot of times you get those handles and they're down too low and it tips.
Yes.
Yeah, not a problem here because it's deep enough.
Beautiful design.
Perfect.
I love that. Now let's go into the kitchen, because that's where I spend a lot of my time, and that's where health starts. So I love this mini Cuisinart.
Right here?
This is called the 4-cup chopper grinder, and even if you have a big Cuisinart, this one is good for prep. So if you're chopping up nuts for a small quantity for a recipe, or let's say the other thing that it's really good for, if you've got someone on your gift list that lives in a dorm room, or maybe it's a bachelor that has a small apartment, you can get that, and it serves the purpose of a big food processor for the most part. Doesn't do all of the functions.
I like the size. The
I
size is
love the
ideal,
size.
especially if you're only a couple. This is perfect.
Yes, it fits in the cupboard. It's really nice, and the price point is less than $40
Oh, it
typically.
is.
Even if you've got, this is the Elite collection. It's a cast metal, and then there are some that are a little bit lower than that. Nice, good price point for that gift.
And how handy a device this is.
Oh, love it.
Definitely. And speaking of handy devices.
Yes. Okay, so we've heard of a mandolin before. This is a value-priced one. There you can go up to $500 on a mandolin.
Yes, you can.
I don't recommend that.
Because you don't need to go that high.
No, you really don't. And those tend to be bigger ones, and then where are you going to put it? So I like that one. There's a plastic feature, but the blade is metal, easy to store. And then what I did was I sliced for you some zucchini, and then I put a smear of vegan cream cheese on there, so you can see. But you can see that is a 3mm slice. You can do 2mm, 1mm, and that's the nice thing. If you've got somebody in the kitchen that you go and you visit them, and they're constantly chopping, or they're frustrated because they can't get their slices perfect, that's a good way to do it.
Yeah, this is really one of the most handy devices if you're in the kitchen and you don't own one of these. What are you waiting for? And this one, as you can see on here, I'm not sure you can see the picture. It folds up and then goes into a drawer. Which, if you do have a mandolin, I have a couple of different mandolins, and the really, really nice one is gigantic, and boy, does it take up space.
Yeah.
This would be very handy, because you'd like to pull a mandolin out, even if you have something really quick to do, like maybe some tomatoes for a sandwich or something like that. Pull this out, boom, 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 you're done.
Rinse it off,
put it back in the drawer.
Exactly, you got it.
That's the whole idea. So these are just some of the healthy ideas. Now, if you want another idea, how about you get a hold of this right here? Sheree has DVDs available.
I do.
Right.
I do. The first season of my television show, Fork in the Road with Sheree Clark, we have DVDs available of those. If you would like to get a hold of one, just get a hold of me, and I'm at info@fork-road.com. But it's a great little gift for anybody on your list.
That works. And if people have any questions about what you've seen here today and where to get it or anything like that, can they get a hold of you?
Yes. You can reach out to me at info@fork-road.com, or visit my website at www.fork-road.com, and let me know if you've got Christmas ideas that you want to share with me.
That works. Ho, ho, ho. That works.